Hello and welcome. I hope all of you are doing good, and no matter what's going on around, and I hope your families are safe and sound as well as you are. And recently I've been still making some flower press journals to continue the collection. And these are actually, I managed to pick 2 pieces of this fabric to make 2 more flower press journals. And probably if you are watching this video for the first time and you haven't ever seen this line of journals, this is a multifunction journal with a strap that can be worn actually as a handbag, especially for people, and it will be especially comfortable, convenient for people who keep picking flowers and collecting plants in order to dry them, to press them and use in their journals. Why I call it multifunction? Because it combines the function of a flower press, junk journal, travel journal, botanical journal, and at the same time a tiny bag where you can keep all the necessary stuff. Let me show what I mean. First of all, this strap, thank you Libby, you can recognize one of your ribbons. This is actually the strap that can be taken off, as you can see. You can unbutton it. The buttons and the cover are decorated with a special moss effect paste or color, and it's quite stable here, quite secure. It doesn't peel off. I have peeled off everything that was possible. So once again, and some pieces here in order to imitate some moss. All the cards and decorations are stitched, sewn safely, so they won't peel off. If you put this bag into another bag, nothing will happen to it. These journals are intentionally made, worn and torn, because, like you know, first of all, this is my favorite style. And no matter what you do with that, it's supposed to be taken into the woods, into the forests, into the meadows, traveling, and definitely it will get this kind of worn look anyway. And that's why I decided to make it organic, to make it look organic and to make it look naturally worn initially. So this is a very sturdy and very tight elastic, and it's quite big, as you can see, eyelet, and the cover is cardboard, and this is some kind of linen fabric, flax linen fabric. This is a belly band that can be used as a pocket for anything. Any notes, extras, tickets that or leaflets that you probably pick during your travel. So as I told, and as you probably know, when I make journals like this style, I try to make them already usable for future botanical journals or travel journals. You definitely can use them as travel journals, because botanical travels are not a surprise. So the pages here are not sewn together, and this is an assortment of different types of watercolor paper, magazines and newspaper paper, yes, old book, copybooks and notebooks, and these folds are made here for you to be able to fix some plants which are too big, probably. One more, and as soon as, and some old English notebook, textbook page, as soon as the signature is full, and as soon as you press, leave your flowers somewhere under the press, don't forget to air your flowers or they get moldy. I hope and I do believe that when it's dry, it will leave all the plants. Will leave nice, naturally dyed, eco-dyed traces, patterns there, so that you could immediately take it and use in your mixed media projects, journals, and whatever. Yes, and you can take notes here as well, and you can write the name, the date of the plant that you have picked, or the place where you picked it, and some emotions, and you can actually use the plants as memorabilia. This is what I do all the time. And I add here 3 clips like this, and I will show you how to do, why I add them. The bigger one is to fix one signature when it's full, and the smaller one is to fix the pages meanwhile before it's full, like pages with the flowers. And I add rough edged, just torn pieces of cardstock, which is more heavyweight than the paper, because in order to give the flat shape and the flat, to let the flowers stay flat, because if you press your flowers in without any pressure above them, they will not keep the necessary form and shape. So this is one more signature. The principle is just the same. Okay. And one more cardboard piece as a divider and a hardener. Okay. So when this one, this is the middle of that, of the cover. If the elastic gets too loose, you can easily cut it off and replace with any other elastic that you find. Even like from your old clothes, why not? So some more pages. Let me show them. This is one book for English learning through songs or something. It's not actually, I like music, but I can't play, and I can't sing other than to myself when nobody is around. That's it. Okay. And I wonder how beautiful that will be if you fix your plant here, and you can use washi tape or just a stapler to fix it here, and then write a couple of words to remember to note down anything that is connected with this plant and with this walk, a tree, whatever. Some pages are taken from an old dictionary, and they are just good and quite heavyweight, and that was the reason why I used them. One more cardboard piece, and these are the last pages. Yes, these are the last pages, and here we are. Here you can find a pencil. That I find it the best way to take notes in journals like this. Pencils are much better than pens, but it's definitely up to you what you're going to use. And at the back you can see this pocket. It's quite big, and you can use it, for example, for scissors. If you use scissors to pick your flowers, to pick your plants, or anything else, anything you find necessary. If it's travel, if you also use it as a travel journal, you can put also some memorabilia here in sticks. And if you find some twigs or anything that you would like to store, yes, twigs can go there as well. Why not? By the way, I think I will add this type of pockets more. Almost all of my journals have them, but mostly for scissors. But no, why not? They can be used for twigs as well. So I think from now on to the next set I will probably add, whenever I start doing them, making them, I would add 2 pockets, one inside for scissors and one outside for twigs, maybe we'll see. So this is the first one, and let me show you the second, one more. This one is without any pictures, but with 2 pockets and with an assortment of nice wooden buttons. I like them. They make it a little bit more, I would say, more bohish probably. And this is natural rope. It's quite rough. I'm not sure that it will be okay to wear it against the naked skin, on the naked skin. So probably, but on the clothes, above the clothes, absolutely okay, because I have actually tried it on. So 2 nice buttons. This time this one is not decorated with any moss imitation paste, but I made these buttonholes very, very tight, because I'm afraid that they will go loose with time. And if here you can easily replace the new one with the old one, here it will be a bit complicated, and that's why I made them tight, but still you can button and unbutton them somehow. I think they will loosen it with time, as everything. So this is one pocket. Yeah, all the pockets can be used. They are all usable. They are not fixed anything. Also twigs, or even key, your car key if necessary. And one more, also for maybe seeds. Maybe you will collect seeds, by the way. Yes, I think I have just come up with one more detail that is necessary to be added to these journals, is something for seeds. I need to think about that. Okay. So, and the principle is just the same. I'm not gonna get too deep. This time I used a tapestry piece inside to cover the inside. In the previous one it was linen, this time it's tapestry. Everything again looks like a real countryside handmade thing that is rough, and also it's torn. The idea is to make it as ragged, as rustic and rough as possible. I think it makes everything natural, and you will never be afraid to tear it, to spoil it, or whatever, because everything you do with it, if you put it somewhere in the forest, in the grass, in green grass, or on some wet surface, or on some log, moss log, nothing will go wrong with it. It will just become even more nice. Unlike if I used any different type of fabric on that. So I have run out of this one, and I just have to think what to replace it with, because it's really very good for travels. And as you can see, these dividers are torn. I got rid of any plastic scraps. And as well, I hope you understand the style, otherwise it's really heavy, it can hardly be folded. And yes, it's torn and worn, and nicely put together, I hope, to make perfect pages for your future journals. Or actually, one more time, if you have never used Midori travel journal before, Jack journal like this, one of the most versatile constructions, let me show you, when you just take the signature when it's full, or when it's full of your notes, or when it's full of plants. If it's with plants, you can just put it like this, take it like this, and put it under any press that you have under the pile of books or under the heavy stone. Maybe it would be better than to put it on a flat surface. I still would like to record a video on how I store the plants and how I use them for my journaling. Just as time comes by, all my ideas will come true. And then you can save it inside, or you can just staple it. Decorate this as a cover because it's quite heavyweight. Put a couple of stickers on it, or just paper, or just write something. And here you are. You can use it like 4 weeks in a month, so 4 signatures in a month. And then when you are done with the 4, you can easily collect your own signatures and use them further on. These ones will already be naturally eco-dyed with plants. I hope they will be naturally eco-dyed with plants. And once again, I would like to remind that no synthetic fiber and no synthetic or plastic dividers or pages were used there in order to prevent the rotting of plants, because plants should be stored while they are drying. They should be stored in very water non-resistant porous substances or layers in order to give way to the moisture. And I would like to remind that please don't add any plastic dividers or any plastic pockets here. They will spoil your plants and your journal as well. If you don't want your flowers to rot, don't do that. Okay, and probably this is the last signature. They will go to my shop today. And as for the shipping, you know, I keep opening and closing the shop. But they don't close the shipping. It's just me being now. It's just it was temporary. But anyway, they now don't ship. I mean, my local post